Jim Militello along with AP Golf writer Doug Ferguson at the Ryder Cup. 2 days in the books. The Americans still on top 9-7. One of the problems with this event is where do you pick out the highlights?
You can. It's almost, I had one thought as I was watching this thing. It's almost like you took the great theater we had at the U.S. Open this year with Tiger and Rocco and spread that over 24 players on two teams. It was amazing. It was 138 holes, 8 matches, 86 birdies, 10 hours. It was some of the best action you'll see in any Ryder Cup. And the fact that we wound up at 9-7 is amazing in itself. I mean, all that action we had today, and the only difference between Europe and the United States was 1 point. Now, what that means is a 97 lead for the U.S. That's their first lead they've had since Oak Hill in 1995. There was a time whenever the Americans took the lead, it was over. Those times are gone because, as we all know, Europe is the dominant team. Europe has the dominant players, frankly. They got better players in the world ranking. We don't have Tiger. I could go on and on. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? If you thought today was a roller coaster, I think tomorrow is going to be one of the all-timers.
It's tough to pick out highlights, but a couple pop to mind. Ian Poulter winning 3 matches in his rookie year as a captain's pick, and also Steve Stricker coming up with a huge putt on 18 to earn a very tough half against Sergio Garcia and his partner.
You really couldn't. Poulter came up big at the end. I think what really helped them, though, was Graham McDowell. I mean, he had the tremendous birdie putt at 5 after Furyk hit it close. And then on 16, he's probably got, 10, 12 feet down the hill. It's a tough putt. He makes that to have the hole and keep going, and then Ian took over from there. Great putt he hit on 17, and even though it was only 30 inches on the last, it must have felt like 30 feet. And Stricker was, this is why it was a no-brainer. This is why when the PGA Championship ended and Stricker finished 9th in the standings, he was on the team that day anyway. He's the best putter we have out here this week, and he showed it. I mean, he showed it so many times. Number 8 when Sergio went hyper after his big long putt there. And then Stricker and Ben Curtis both took themselves out of the holes with really bad shots. Stricker hit a good chip just to get him on the green, an uphill putt, but still it's one of the do-or-die putts that are have the most pressure of any in golf. It broke about 2 feet. Had to be the right speed, and he made it. It was an incredible putt.
Very quickly, 12 single matches tomorrow. The U.S. just needs 5.5 points. What's the outlook as far as you're concerned?
Well, 5.5 points is big. I don't know where those 5.5 points are going to come from because every time you look up and down, you don't know what's going to happen. Has Hunter Mahan run out of gas? Is Oliver Wilson feeling it? Does Boo need a partner to thrive? These are the things that we really just have to see play out. Fascinating that Anthony Kim has been sent out first and Sergio Garcia has been sent out first. At the start of the week, the only player Anthony Kim wanted to play was Sergio Garcia. He and Phil Mickelson were hopeful that they would get Sergio and Lee Westwood. It never happened. Now he's got him on his own.
Should be an exciting final day with the U.S. in front. They're trying to get the cup back. For AP Golf writer Doug Ferguson, I'm Jim Militello, the Associated Press, Louisville.